good morning and welcome to Joy News Interactive here on the Joy News channel on DSTV channel 41 and Go TV channel 144. On YouTube, we are My Joy Online TV. Your comments and messages are always welcome on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. We're Joy News on TV. I am Princess CBD. Thank you so much for your company. Join the conversation on WhatsApp. Our number is 0540 10 909, 0540 10 909. Now, let's talk about the leadership of Parliament, which have renewed their calls for MPs to be given police protection at their homes. Now, the call comes after Kennedy Kankam and his family were held at gunpoint in his house for 3 hours last Sunday. Police say 3 gunmen made away with some items from his house, including a four-wheel drive vehicle. Now, Majority Leader Osei Chairman Subonsu said the attacks on MPs have left other members worried and feeling insecure. Now, what do you make of this call? But before we take your views, let's get the thoughts of the Chairman of Parliament's Defence and Interior Minister Setha Chimpong and Ranking Member of the Committee James Algalga.
Unfortunately, the low side is what you're saying, the people you represent.
Yes,
is it for nothing that in the scheme of governance will say, let us all come round the table and decide for one person to be our representative? That in itself should tell you the premium by which we are placing on that character. And so we should put that in action and not just, forgive me, more. You're not the only person. We listen, we are in this country. We've listened to other commentaries.
Should I not tell you something?
Tell who?
That the people you represent
if you don't know, no, listen, if you don't know, what do they get? No, who is not worried? If I'm not worried, would I be here? No, let me find you. Let me give it back to you. Let me give it back to you. If I do not worry about what is happening in the state, will I be here?
I'm not saying that.
No. It is in the discharge of my duty.
I get you.
It is the discharge of my responsibility.
I get you.
So we should look at the positives. A week ago or sometime, I was in another function, and the speakers were just running a certain path. And I said, hey,
but
wait a minute, I'm coming.
To be a referendum on Parliament.
Don't worry, I'm not saying it's a referendum. This can never be a referendum on Parliament.
I don't want it to be.
This is a good commencement.
I get you.
It's a commencement to what we are going to do.
I'm just saying that the opposition to you getting that particular special treatment, and this is special treatment, let's be fair.
Special in what sense?
You as a member of Parliament.
So is it a special treatment?
If you feel threatened as a member of Parliament,
is it a special?
Also as a citizen of this republic, I can ask the police for protection.
Sorry.
Yes.
It's an entitlement.
I get you.
When you feel threatened.
Yes, I can ask for the police. So why are individual MPs not asking police for protection?
Point is that
why is it that everybody, whether threatened or not, should be necessarily giving police protection?
He made the point that you are chosen from 30 million Ghanaians. 275 people to represent 30 million Ghanaians. Yes, because all of us cannot congregate in one location and practice a Athenian democracy.
I get you.
And so you are elected 275. We're saying that these people who emerge from the overwhelming numbers that we have deserves to be protected, just as all other citizens deserve to be protected. But that explains why there is a committee.
Exactly.
So our committee is the security committee in Parliament. Day in, day out, we exercise oversight over the executive with the view to ensuring that our collective security is guaranteed.
All right, that's Chairman of Parliament's Defence and Interior Committee, Setha Chimpong, and Ranking Member of the Committee, James Algalga, speaking up on Upfront with Raymond Aqua. Now, let's take your views on this. What do you make of it? We'll go to Facebook, and you can send us a WhatsApp message on 0540 10 909. This one is from Edsbai, who says, all families in this country, Ghana, who have their family members murdered need extra security service. Ohini, Isol Ohik says they need protection once we have elected them to serve us. In as much as I say this, I think they must also advocate for the collective protection of the people they are also serving. It's sad. This one is from Safo, who says they don't need protection. We're building too many kingdoms in the States. A lot of taxpayers' monies have been spent on them in the name of MPs. They don't do what we expect them to do. We're tired of these wastages as citizens and taxpayers. This one is from Abu, who says, what are these people scared of? If you know you're doing the right thing, why do you need security guards at your house? When people raise genuine concern about insecurity in the country, you rubbish it sake of politics. Now you are confronted with the reality and you are crying. Until you consider the general interest of the citizens, you won't have your peace. Joe Aqua says every citizen should also request for police protection when they suffer any form of violent crime. The police to citizen ratio is abysmal, and if their request is granted, it will be at the detriment of the ordinary citizens. Joe Adams says, oh Ghana, why are so-called leaders so much self-centered? What about the people who brought them to parliament? Their lives don't matter? He's asking. Charlie Miles says, what do you expect when MPs are enjoying while the youth is out suffering due to lack of jobs and insufficient pay? You people are there lamenting. Please let the system work and all of us will sleep, travel beyond Ghana and see how government appointees move freely without any V8 and security services because they serve their people rights. Baya Jeremiah says, yes, I support the call. MPs should be given state protection for the nature of their work. They're exposed to a lot of risks. Stefan says, and can't they hire their own security men to protect them at home? We give them V8s, accommodation, fuel, clothing allowance, ex gratia, etc. And now they want us to be protected by our able policemen at home. Are they serving us at all, or we are serving them? God help this country and the kind of leadership we have. James Alfred says they should hire their own security. That's why they are well paid. That's why they're well paid. Okay, hire those girl boys to protect you in doing this. They're creating jobs for the youth. So that's what you had to say about the MPs asking for protection in their homes. Now let's do some tech talk. Let's talk about cameras, smartphone cameras. Megapixels, we all know what megapixels are. So basically there are measurements of how many pixels a camera's image will contain. 1 megapixel is 1 million pixels, all right? So 1 megapixel is 1 million pixels. Another thing is the sensor size. The bigger the sensor, the better pictures your phone can take, which means that night vision, when you're taking a picture at night, it's better. Right, so always look out for a bigger sensor. The bigger the sensor, the bigger the pixel. So in theory, at least you have 2 phones with the same megapixel. So we have the same phone. For example, you have let me say you have an iPhone 11. I have an iPhone 10, yeah? I'm just trying to make an example so people understand. Okay. We've got the same megapixels, but you have a bigger sensor. Although we have the same megapixels, just because you have a bigger sensor, it makes
my phone will take better
photos. All right, now let's come to the cross-code. How to send photos without losing quality on WhatsApp, Telegram, and Messenger. I'm sure you've taken very nice pictures. You send it to your wife, and this picture doesn't look as nice as it was on your phone. that's because the picture has reduced. When we're sending messages to each other or photos to each other, what WhatsApp does, it compresses the image to make it easier for data, you know, to save data, to save storage. So the best thing you do is that, okay, we're sorry that we won't be able to see, but you click on the icon of the clip, which means that on your photo, you click on the icon and you click on document. So what we're going to do is that instead of sending it as a file, we're sending it as a document, right? So it's also better if you send it via email, right? Okay. But still with WhatsApp, you can send it as a document. So you click on the icon, that pin that you always see, and you go for document, and then you go to search for other documents, right? What will happen is that your phone will take you to like your documents, but you search for the images. So you click on the image so that you can find your image to send it as a document. When you click on
the image at that point, it's going to send it as a document.
It sends it as a document. Okay. Are your photos taking up too much space? The first one, which is simple, which is also a bit costly, is the cloud storage. Send it to your cloud. Don't save your photos onto your phone. Just send it straight to your cloud.
Or if you're using an Android, you can save it on Google Photos.
You can save it on Google Photos.
And you can save it on as many. I mean, you can save as many photos on Google Photos.
You see, an unfortunate thing about the iPhone is that you only have 5 gigs on your cloud.
iCloud.
Yeah, your iCloud, and then after that you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is expensive. Which is expensive,
so
but it's okay.
Why do you have to buy an iPhone?
We like it like that. Thank you very much. Okay, the second one is a compression software. Now, if you're creating a high-end printed brochure or magazine, you send for a billboard, you want to compress so you get to the app to compress the picture. It will still stay the same, it's just that it's smaller in size. The last one is, let's see, okay, now, you know what? iPhone manufacturers, Apple manufacturers are very dramatic. They want you to have the best quality of pictures. For example, one feature in the photos is the live photo. I'm sure you've seen it when you take a picture and then it's like a
slide movement.
It's like slight movement. I mean, it's dramatic. You probably don't need it. It will take up too much space. So all you have to do is that you go to your default settings, you take it off, and you don't have to take live pictures so that you can save storage.
All right.
So those are just the basic things that you do if your photos are taking too much space onto your phone. You send it to iCloud, send it to your Google account, or you get a compressor app, or the last one is that you just take off the unnecessary default settings. Yeah.
Okay, but one other thing you should do, sometimes you're taking a photo, you take about 3 or 4 of them, and you select one of them eventually.
Yes.
There are other 3 that you don't need.
You don't need.
Delete them.
Just delete them. So that's your Tech Talk for today, how to compress photos or how to send photos without affecting the quality of the pictures. On that note, I'm going to take a quick breather. When we come back, we have some interesting stuff to talk about. You're still watching Joy News Interactive here on the Joy News channel with me, Mapita CBD. Now, the subject of virginity has become thorny lately. I mean, you ask someone, are you a virgin? And the person gets like so uneasy. And it gets worse if the one asking the question is a parent of the child. Now, the latest issue on social media is rapper T.I., who says he sort of subjects his daughter to yearly trips to the gynecologist to check her hymen. Now, our question to you is, would you subject your 18-year-old daughter to annual gynecologist visits to check if she is still a virgin? Now, this has sparked a lot of controversy on social media that, you know what, it's unfair. If you trust yourself, if you trust your parenting skills, then you don't have to do that. We have comments on Facebook. I'd like to think so, because a lot of people are saying that, you know what, it's unfair. All right, let's go to Safo, who says, how unnecessary is that to a decent and trained daughter? The most important thing as a father is to show them love and set good examples for your daughter. That's exactly what needs to be done. Sagisan Oli says, it's a waste of time. All this effort can be useless if the child decides to abuse her freedom when you finally leave her. Masa, it'll be worse. No need to try. Achimpon says, what for? Teach your children well and trust they will do the right thing. Nana Kwaba says, no, I will not. That's just a very literal way of saying you can never be trusted. Saram Delight says, regular checks should be done. It all depends on the kind of home you're from. Rich kids can even break theirs at 7. Okay, I don't think that's true. I don't care. But a child from a poor home whose parents are trying to send to school for a better future, break your virginity and bring disease and pregnancy home will be a shame. David Yabwa says, annual. This one, a generation needs a daily virginity test. Ha 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 ha. Eagle Eyes Kikeli says, me, it will be daily since the government wants to introduce comprehensive sexuality education. Ms. Tunon says, 18 is an adult. Let her be. Virginity is overrated these days. Okay, okay. Teach her good morals instead, or rather do the right thing for her to emulate, because kids do what we do rather than what we say. Charlie Miles says, for what reason? If you check and she broke it, what next? I don't think it's necessary. Worry about her getting pregnant and getting sexually transmitted diseases as well. Kojamari says, I will worry about pregnancy or other diseases, but not the acts. So parents, will you be taking your daughters every year to the gynecologist to test if they're virgins? And girls, how would you feel if your parents did that to you?